Good evening. In the news tonight, a major local appliance store chain has shut its doors after 67 years.
Friday the 13th also brings bad luck to some waterlogged Cheektowaga homeowners. And it's been bad luck in Buffalo for a woman who wants the city to get at the root of her problem.
I'm Jackie Walker for Bob Coop tonight.
And I'm Carol Jason. Those stories and much more coming up next on News 4 Buffalo.
Public notice. Nationwide motel furniture liquidator surplus from recent sales at Holiday Inns and Howard Johnson's open to the public. Brand new 5-piece sectional pit groups and living room suites from $188. Free layaways. Brand new bedroom suites from $188. Brand new mattress sets, all sizes, from $33 each piece in sets. Free layaway today and tomorrow only. Nationwide Warehouse, 2515 Walden Avenue, east of I-90. Phone 681-6757. Nationwide Warehouse.
Twins is warm, funny, and absolutely charming. Joel Siegel, Good Morning America.
Fantastic movie.
The Twins.
Twins?
DeVito is as funny as ever. New House newspapers.
I'm grouchy in the afternoon. I'm moody at night.
Hi, guys. Like to take home to Mama.
And Schwarzenegger and DeVito make one hilarious team. Sneak previews.
What do you know? Beginner's luck.
Twins from Ivan Reitman.
It was heartwarming. I loved it.
Rated PG. Now playing at theaters everywhere. And now, Western New York's #1 newscast, News 4 Buffalo, with Bob Coop, Carol Jason, Van Miller's Big Board Sports, and meteorologist Ted Texter.
He's been an appliance dealer known and trusted by Western New York for generations. But tonight, Jack Burnham and his 4 local stores are out of business.
Good evening, everyone. The lifetime guarantee is now a thing of the past at one of Western New York's most popular hometown-owned appliance stores. Friday the 13th will be remembered as the day when Jack Burnham was forced to close his doors and let his employees go at 4 locations in Buffalo, Amherst, Depew, and Orchard Park. News 4's Richard Reeve is standing by live now at the Burnhams on Broadway with more on the story. Richard?
Well, Carol, it shocked and surprised many people here downtown. The announcement was made just over an hour ago. Employees here at the Broadway store and at 3 other locations found out about 5 o'clock that they no longer have jobs here. 3 other stores, as I mentioned, in Amherst, Orchard Park, and Depew are affected. The company has been in business for 67 years. Now, as far as we can tell, at least 30 to 40 salespeople are out of work. That is not counting other employees involved, many of whom have been employed here for many, many years. Now, there has been talk that Burnham's has been in the red by more than $500,000, that there have been some financial problems, and we spoke with some employees about that today.
We kind of knew it was coming, you know, because we've had creditors in here for on and off, so it was, you know, you knew it was coming. That's all you can say.
How long have you been here?
I've been here since I was on and off since I was 15. I got at least 20, 23 years in the place. This place was like family, you know. It was a family operation. Everybody in here had, you know, a lot of years with the company.
So it is a very bitter pill to swallow, not only for the employees here, but for the downtown business picture in general. We should note there have been people here who have been talking with us. The appliance business, very competitive. As we well know, there are several appliance stores in town. It's a very competitive kind of thing. If you don't move that volume, you just don't stay in business. Carol, Jackie, back to you.
All right, Richard, thank you.
Sad day for those folks. Well, in other news tonight, it is a bit drier tonight for the homeowners in Cheektowaga who were flooded by a water main break last night. In fact, maybe too dry, since at least 24 homes are without water tonight. In the light of day, you can see the crack in the 24-inch water main that ruptured close to 8 o'clock last night, sending a torrent of water into the neighborhood off Union Road between Genesee Street and George Urban Boulevard. Volunteer firefighters built walls of earth and sandbags to try to minimize damage to some of the homes. While the situation is under control now, the Water Authority is expecting smaller problems today.
That other mains take over the water pressure, but this creates other problems because now we have more pressure in our smaller mains, and it creates more water leaks. So before the day's out, we intend to anticipate about 5 or 6 more leaks.
The Water Authority says homeowners who have damage claims should make an appointment for an insurance inspection. Water service should be fully restored by midnight. Conditions are also much calmer this evening in the town of Lancaster on Broadway, where traffic was shut down for 4 hours earlier today after a chemical spill. That chemical spilled inside a truck that was making a delivery to a hardware store on Broadway near Town Line, but as a precaution, police blocked off the area. Volunteers from the Town Line Fire Department got advice from environmental experts in cleaning up that spill. Carol?
Buffalo police are hunting for the man who may be responsible for up to 6 sexual attacks on the West Side. As News 4 told you last night, the attacks began on December 13th and continued through January 1st. Police had hoped to release a composite photo of the suspect, but late this afternoon, police said that after checking with victims, they'll have to make more changes in the picture. 4 young women have been raped. 2 others were able to scare off the attacker. And while police say it's too soon to say the same man was responsible for all 6 attacks, there are several important clues that point to a single rapist.
The bright lights will be out for a while for some Western New York men and women hoping to be more than just another pretty face in the world of modeling. Investigators from the New York State Labor Department have ordered the Javance Model and Career Center and the John Casablancas Modeling School and Agency to stop sending models out to work. The Labor Department says both agencies have been operating without licenses. A Labor Department spokesman says the modeling schools that Javance and Casablancas operate can remain open. The Labor Department also says the model agency should be able to apply for and
122nd graders from Heim Elementary School in Amherst. He answered questions ranging from how high is the sky to when will we get some serious snowman-making weather. All 120 students are part of a team teaching concept where they share one common room that can be divided into separate classrooms when needed. And tonight we salute the curious kids at Heim Elementary School. That's live at 5. Herb's up at 6 after Cheers. We'll see you tonight at 11.
It's our gift from the kids.
In 23 years. There was a lot of catching up to do today for a woman from Grand Island and her brother from Baltimore, reunited today after a lifetime apart. As Marie Rice tells us tonight, Kim and Michael saved up 23 years of love to share with each other. So you wonder, because you were about 5 years old.
We quietly waited with Kim Kersdorfer as she waited for her brother. She showed us a recent picture he had sent. She hadn't seen Michael Moynihan since he was 8, and she was 5. Her memories were these old family films. Her first words, "You look just like your picture."
You don't look like my picture.
No.
You don't look like your picture.
Good for you.
It's only been 23 years.
No.
Then it was time to share more pictures.
So what have you been doing for 23 years?
Growing up, having kids, your niece and nephew.
Kim and Michael were separated when Michael went to live with his father. Their mother died, and the two were bounced among a dozen substitute parents. Through years of searching, Kim eventually, acting on a tip, reached Michael by calling information in Baltimore, Maryland. Waiting for this meeting wasn't easy.
Help. Simply help. A lot of fear. Not frightened fear, but just fear of the unknown. What is she going to be like? Will she accept me?
Very nervous. Very nervous.
Butterflies in your stomach.
Yeah, I didn't sleep last night. Your hat.
Yeah. Butterflies aren't big enough to describe the fluttering in my stomach. Ever since we left Baltimore yesterday, the whole drive north, and all day today, just waiting for 3 o'clock to arrive.
The irony is, for the last 6 years, Michael has been coming to North Tonawanda once a year to visit friends, never knowing his sister was that close. It was now time to ask what they thought of each other. Kim, you think your brother's handsome?
Yeah.
Do you think your sister is pretty?
Yeah. I'd ask her out.
Their mission together now, find their long-lost brother, Sean.
We'll find him.
without a doubt.
You know, it took us 22 years. We'll keep looking for Sean. Now we have hope again.
If you look at the calendar, you know this is Friday the 13th, obviously a day that can bring good luck. As Kimberly says, this is the luckiest day of their lives. Marie Rice, News 4, Buffalo.
Ah, he's a Kleenex. Boy, what a terrific story.
Great story.
Still ahead, Ted has a forecast that goes from sunny to slippery to soggy.
And in big board sports, we'll see some of the best high school hoopsters in Western New York.
Also ahead, we'll tell you about a special skating show you won't want to miss.
And Janice Lieberman has a call for action story about a Buffalo homeowner's battle with the city over a tree. Next.
Frogs, mud on my favorite jeans. I wear them so much, they're hard to keep clean. Messy cookie stains, well. Mama lifts them out with A-L-L. Liquid all the stain left. Pour it on, you'll see. All's got the power to make stains history. Every time stains on my favorite jeans fall, Mama lifts them out with A-L-L. That's all. The stain lifted, that's all.
Now anytime or anywhere, you can have it Christmas Day, no matter how where on earth. You quench it, will refresh your thirst. I believe. Quench it right with Crystal Light.
Introducing new Crystal Light Quenches Diet Soft Drink. Light taste and low calories. Ready-made and ready to go.
Anytime or anywhere, Crystal Light quenches there. Crystal Light quenches there.
Hey, Vern, trying to stretch the old bucks, eh? Vern, why don't you get you a gas hot water heater and really save the big potatoes? Know what I mean? Your buddy Ernest heats his water with gas because a gas water heater heats water faster and cheaper than an electric water heater does. So remember, Vern, hot, fast, and cheap. And Vern, speaking of cheap, how's that brother-in-law of yours?
I'm usually on my way before the snowplows reach my street. That's why I need my S15 Jimmy by GMC truck. It's got plenty of room for me and the kids, and I can shift into four-wheel drive from the inside where it's warm. Best of all, I saved $1,800 on options with a value package. With savings like that, plus comfort and shift on the fly four-wheel drive, I wouldn't own anything but a GMC truck.
See your Western New York GMC truck dealer.
An elderly woman is having a hard time seeing the forest for the trees tonight. A city-owned tree is causing her sewer to back up. And our call for action reporter, Janice Lieberman, has been doing some digging today to find out who's responsible for all this. Janice?
Well, what has to happen, Jackie, is the tree must come down. But tracking down the city officials responsible is no day in the park. The Parks Commissioner was slow to respond to the homeowner's complaints and has told News 4 that it's not the city's job. A tree grows in Buffalo on Campbell Avenue, and it's not considered a natural beauty. What it is an expensive nuisance for Elizabeth O'Neill. The roots from the menacing maple are too close to O'Neill's sewer lines. A few months ago, the homeowner paid a plumber $100 to fix her drain.
We found a great big ball of roots. They were they were small roots, but they were all matted in and formed a big ball when he pulled it out.
Mrs. O'Neill has been trying to get the city to cut the tree down. She even asked her council member to help. His letters were unanswered.
It's the city's fault. The roots are going into her sewer. They know that. The sidewalk is uprooted, and I don't understand why there is this delay. I think they know. They've been out there. They've seen the problem. So now why not just take care of it?
Parks Commissioner Robert Delano told us Elizabeth O'Neill should replace her sewer line with a new one that won't interfere with the root system. We tried to find the commissioner today, both at the Parks Department
Said he didn't say as far as she knows he's downtown at City Hall.
and at City Hall to talk to him further.
The Delaware Labor Center.
Commissioner Delano was nowhere to be found. Well, this is another case where a homeowner and a council member can get no action from a city department head. Commissioner Delano has said that he will take no responsibility for replacing the sewer line or for removing the tree, and this elderly woman is stuck.
This tree it was planted by the city. It's on city property, yes. But it's her fault because her sewer line's in the way.
Right, they want her to get a new modern one, which would cost a fortune.
Okay, thank you, Janice. Carol?
Some young people who weren't dealt a fair hand in life are going to feel like $1 million this weekend, but they sure could use our help. Some are blind, some can't walk, but nothing can stop them from skating tomorrow. It's the 11th annual ice show put on by SABA, the Skating Association for the Blind and Handicapped. And fitness guru Richard Simmons, who wrote the Ice Fantasy, is doing everything he can to make sure these children hear and see a packed house at the Odd.
Just in case you can't afford to come, I'm going to be at the door of the Odd, and you and your family can come. And if you can't afford tickets, I brought enough money to fill this Odd twice.
There are 2 shows at 2:30 and 7:30, and be on the lookout for News 4's Rick Pfeiffer and Janice Lieberman. No, it's not them, but Rick and Janice will be in Billy Buffalo and the Magic Nickel tomorrow.
I bet they will look like that.
Janice is going to be a monkey,
She's gonna
and
be a monkey.
Rick is great-grandpa Burke or something.
Somebody's great-grandfather.
Ted Texter has our forecast.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. Some sunshine, some rain, maybe some snow. Stay tuned.
If you drink decaffeinated coffee, here's something you should know. Not all coffees are decaffeinated the same way. Take this brand. Their process strips away more coffee solids from the bean. Sanka ground coffee, on the other hand, uses pure water and natural effervescence. It's gentle, it's natural, and it removes less coffee flavor from the bean. Sanka naturally decaffeinated ground coffee, or the other brand. Really, which would you rather drink?
My kids want food that tastes good. Good for them. I want food that's low in fat and cholesterol. Good for you. With Mr. Turkey, we get both. Mr. Turkey is 2 times good for you.
The goodness of whole turkey and everything from lunch meats to ham. Naturally low in fat and cholesterol.
Introduce your family to all the taste without a lot of fat. Good for them, good for you. Mr. Turkey is 2 times good for you.
It's time to escape to the comfort of your home. And now, during Country Manor Gallery's winter sale, it's time to create the home of your dreams. Beautiful, handcrafted Drexel and Heritage furniture is more affordable than ever during this very special sale. Country Manor Galleries and Drexel Heritage, because it's home.
This Sunday only, Starving Artist Group Art Expo and Sale. Thousands of beautiful original oil paintings on canvas by talented professional artists. Giant sofa-size paintings, sold elsewhere for hundreds of dollars as low as $19. Smaller paintings from $7. Absolutely no painting over $39. Professional artist quality at rock-bottom Starving Artist prices.
Starving Artist Group Art Expo and Sale this Sunday at the Sheraton Inn Airport and the Holiday Inn Grand Island. Absolutely nothing over $39. This Sunday only, 11 to 4.
Ted Texter's Weathercast is endorsed by the American Meteorological Society.
We should see some sunshine tomorrow.
We should.
Good.
We should.
Will we?
We will. Remember yesterday we had a guest on the show?
Yes.
Tower Cam.
Tower Cam.
Tower Cam's been put back up.
Oh,
and we're
hey.
Isn't that nice? Hey, there we go. We got a good picture. Looking downtown, not all of the lights on yet. Perhaps camera looks a little bit darker than it should for this time of night, but we're heading into a nice evening. Tomorrow's going to be a good day with lots of sunshine. Right now outside, feeling 25 degrees. Barometer's on the rise at a high setting already. The humidity at 65%, and winds are out of the west, 14. High today was 32. That actually recorded at midnight last night. Low of 24 so far. Normals of 30 and 17. And take a look at the records, too. The trace of precip is what we've had throughout this day. Now we look at the satellite loop, and you can see what's coming at us, what's going down to the south, too. All that moisture that brought us plenty of soaking rain yesterday and some freezing stuff too early is pushing on down to the south, off to the east. The front is really making its effect known now, and high pressure now building back out in the west is going to bring in that westerly breeze. Tomorrow looks like a pretty nice day with lots of sunshine, going to make it into the 30s. All in all, not a bad weekend coming up, but then some mix-up by about Sunday, or rather Saturday night into Sunday early. Throughout most of the area now, temperatures dropping off a little bit. Buffalo about 25 to 26 degrees. Warsaw reporting 23 on the hour. Down in West Bingham reporting 20 degrees on the hour with a few clouds moving through, but tonight just look for scattered cloudiness. Just to check with U.S. radar to see what's heading our way from down in the south. Quite a lot of rain the case as you move on further northward into the panhandle of Texas, into Oklahoma. That is snow with colder air there. storm system in the Gulf now is going to help develop and bring moisture our way. So by tomorrow late, there'll be some clouds approaching, but throughout the afternoon, the rain is well down into the Ohio Valley. For us, a few clouds around, mixing in with our sunshine, but really a nice Saturday for us. Here's your forecast. In detail, 12 to 16. The overnight low tonight with scattered clouds averaging, and it's going to stay cool right on into the morning tomorrow, then warming up to 35 to 39 degrees by tomorrow afternoon. Sunny, nice conditions. By tomorrow night, 30 to 33. The clouds begin to move on in. Then on into Sunday, a mix of precip possible. Freezing rain, perhaps some snow. Maria Gennaro will be here over the weekend to update you. 40 degrees for high on Sunday. Monday, back to rain and snow again. And Tuesday, maybe some real good snow. Wednesday, some sunshine.
Real good snow.
Real good snow. That means just snow, no slick stuff.
Have a good weekend.
Thanks.
Ted loves that snow. Van Miller is
Hey,
next.
the Sabres snowed them with a power play last night, and this small school is making it big.
Oh, no. Forgot to add the fabric softener. Gotta run. If only she knew about Solo. You can't forget the softener in Solo. Because Solo is detergent and fabric softener in one. Solo gives you a clean so soft, it's actually fluffed up higher with softness. Wait! You didn't wait. Next time, get Solo. It cleans with a softness you can't forget.
Tent campers, motorhomes, travel trailers, conversion vans. See them all at Western New York's largest recreational vehicle show, January 12th through the 16th at the Buffalo Convention Center.
Strapping Michelangelo's David, a priceless work of art, to this Ferrari and sending a few a Delta Sonic wash.
Ma che fa? Please, my masterpiece italiano. Italiano, my masterpiece, please. Stop. Oh, Madonna, vada per il Spirito Santo.
All to prove that our new Sonic wash system is absolutely safe.
Ma perché? Ma perché? Ritorna! Ritorna! No, per piacere, ma che...
Pulsating streams of water and mild lotions are used to wash your car thoroughly, with never a mark on the finish. Dave looks a few hundred years younger, and the car looks great, too.
My masterpiece! Oh, guardate quanto è bello! Adesso quanto è bello!
So bring your masterpiece to safe, gentle Delta Sonic Car Wash.
A lot of fans, including Van, got to see a pretty good game last night at the
I
Arena.
loved it. I was there for most of the fireworks, Jackie, and I mean, the Sabres were flying last night, and so was Sabertooth. Look at this guy. Okay, baby, go get him, Sabertooth. And the Sabres did that last night. They were down 3-2, and then on a two-man advantage in the third, they tied it up. Rick Vive's 18th goal on the power play, 3-3. Then Mike Foligno gets his 11th from Doug Bodger, and it was a 4-3 Sabre lead, another power play goal. They got 3 goals in 56 seconds. 10 seconds later, Jeff Parker from Benoit Hogue, a 2-on-1. Then watch Mike Foligno here. Oink, that cost him a couple of twos, and that gave the Blackhawks a chance to tie it up, and they did on the tip-in by Dirk Graham. But another power play, the 5th of the night. Ray Shepard right there, and the Sabres win it 6-5, and Bodger talked about it after the game.
Have a good power play. Everybody's got to be a scoring threat. I think, we're starting to achieve that, with addition to Ricky and, Pierre and Johnny and, me and Phil. Hey, it's great, I hate to see this power play when Dave Anderson comes back. It's going to be scary.
We've got great players on our power play, guys that can handle a puck. I'm not one of them. I just stand in front of the net and put them in, and the other guys do the handling and setting up, and I'm fortunate that I have the skills to score goals.
The forwards got together between the second and third period and said, hey, let's start playing the way we can play and hit their defense and see what happens when we hit their defense, and they caused turnovers and scored.
Hey, and so did Lee Matthews right here on this pass in from Ryan Sanders. Watch Matthews here now. He plays for Buffalo Arts. He had 28 points against Hutch Tech today. Arts unbeaten in 10 games going in. Hey, a steal by Gerald Skillen of Hutch Tech. He takes it home for the layup, scores nicely there. But Arts come right back. Tree Montgomery, he had 14 points in the game. Beautiful spinner. Arts wins 61-54. They're 11-0. And Glenn Walker has more on the top-rated B school in New York State.
With only 800 students, Buffalo Arts is the smallest Class B school in New York State, but they have a big reputation on the basketball court. In the latest basketball poll, they are ranked #1, making the Cavaliers the surprise of the high school basketball season.
We're all thrilled here at the Arts Academy because we're such a small school. It's just great to think that they've taken notice of our athletic program here. Usually they think of our arts and our dancing and our music, which is great here, but it's nice to throw a little athletics in there also.
On their way to number 1, the Cavaliers have certainly danced their way through the competition. This is also a young team. Lee Matthews is the only senior starter, but at 6'7", he has been a force in the middle.
No coach is good without his players, but this Lee Matthews, my center, has come on as a real strong player. His Division I talent, and the addition of James Boone, who moved here from Indiana 3 years ago, has really helped solidify a good team.
Teamwork. It has to be teamwork. An unselfish team, a very unselfish team.
Matthews and the Buffalo Arts Cavaliers will put that teamwork to test next week when they face city rival Burgard. It will be Class B's number 1 team against the Class B defending state champions.
They're a run-and-shoot team with tremendous talent. Marcus Whitfield and the Campbell boy, they can really play. So we're going to have to try and stop those two fellas and work on the rest of the team. How do you stop Marcus Whitfield?
I don't know if we can stop them, but they have to stop me also.
In Buffalo, Glenn Walker, News 4 Sports.
Hey, the countdown is on to the Super Bowl. The Bengals and Niners meeting again. I was at the Silver Dome in Detroit in '82. Remember this game? And remember Joe Montana taking it in there, and he had quite a ball game. He throws the touchdown pass here. The Niners, you may recall, in this game against Cincinnati, made a great goal line stand. Look at the play here. They win it 26-21. Now, let's go to September of last year. Remember this play? Hey, Coach Sam Weiss of Cincinnati almost lost his job when his last-second strategy backfired. San Francisco got the ball and pulled out the win, 27-26 on this pass to Jerry Rice. Huh? Let's see what happens this time. Hey, how about the macho president-elect, George Bush? No, that's not George. Look at no shirt on, casting down there in Florida. I give him about a 4 on his cast, I would say. I hope he cast his vote a little better. But nice to see the president-elect fishing, no shirt on. I love it.
He loves his fishing. Yeah. Well, coming up next, the Chief Gourmet takes a trip down memory lane at the Elmwood Soda Bar.
My place is famous for fresh seafood. Thanks. So when Louis Kemp walked in here and told me his new crab delights are better than crab, it sounded like a fish story to me. But once I tried them, I was hooked. Louis was right. Crab Delights have the delicious taste of crab, but they're better because they're made from steam-baked Alaskan whitefish, so they're lower in fat and cholesterol. The great taste of crab, but Crab Delights cost a lot less.
New Crab Delights from Louis Kemp. They're better than crab.
Louis Kemp made a believer out of me.
It's the biggest fur sale of the year. AM&A's fur sale at the Ramada Renaissance Hotel. We've assembled hundreds of luxurious furs at low, low prices. Coats, jackets, and strollers of mink, raccoon, coyote, fox, beaver, and more. Hurry in and save 30 to 70%. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only. Use your AM&A's charge and defer payments until May. AM&A's fur sale at the Ramada Renaissance Hotel. Friday through Sunday only. Don't miss it.
The News 4 weather line has Western New York's most complete forecast. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 844-4444. You can count on Weather Watch 4.
Real funny stuff, kids. Your delivery was awful. Your timing stinks. Yeah, well, you've got ring around the collar. Oh, now you're funny. Wardrobe.
What's the problem now?
You didn't use whisk.
Oh?
Francis, powders don't cut it in this business. You gotta use whisk. It cleans the ring around the collar and the whole wash.
Pretty versatile performer.
Thanks. And no more ring around the collar. Your timing still stays.
Whisk for clean collars and a cleaner wash.
Our Chief Gourmet stoked up today at a spot that sounds made for summer, the Soda Bar on Elmwood Avenue.
Pardon our sauce, but can a soda bar live in the winter?
Well, we survive because we have food. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Our food trade stays pretty consistent.
And so Pat and Mike, soda bar partners, offer a warm alternative.
Okay, our soup today would be a carrot cherry bisque.
Good enough, and...
I'll just have a bite of her soup.
Oh, you think so, huh?
Sure, and it's a banner bisque. Healthy, too.
We make our own dressings, we make our own desserts, we make our own potatoes, we slice the potatoes ourselves. We try to do everything from scratch.
which makes for a splendid seafood Alfredo. Here we go.
Everything in here is very tender.
I'm still not tasting
And the meatloaf was held over just for Mrs. C.G.
And of course, you saved room for dessert.
A little.
Okay. In addition to our ice cream creations, we have an assortment of fresh pies and cake.
Stop already. The bed just broke.
And so it was apple crisp, shared with you-know-what. Is this silly?
People, when they like ice cream, they eat it all the time, regardless of the weather.
Well, what amounts to dinner for two in bed for less than $20. Now, if I could just keep her out of the antique shop next door, my Friday the 13th will have been pretty lucky. Why don't you change your luck and send for our list? Choicest of the cheapest. Just send a self-addressed snap-out envelope to the station and join us next week when we'll try to give you some Super Bowl tips. Doug Smith, News 4, at the Soda Bar on Elmwood Avenue.
He'll try to give us some
Super Bowl tips, that's right. Tonight at 11 on News 4 Buffalo Update. What do you do if you bought appliances at Burnham's with the extra lifetime service guarantee? We'll tell you if you have any options, and we hope to see you at 11.
Thanks for watching us, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Good night.
Because now there's morning fresh snuggle fabric softener. Fresh as the morning breeze, fresh as the morning dew. Now everything you wash smells fresh and new. It's true. With new morning fresh snuggle fabric softener, everything you wash smells fresh and new.
You've heard about those stars who say they wouldn't do a commercial for any amount of money? Well, just wait till you see Who's Gone Commercial on the next Entertainment Tonight.
While some stars feel their faces on products is taboo, it seems that overseas is another matter. Would you believe Sylvester Stallone is selling ham? Well, he tops an all-star celebrity list of product pitchmen. You won't believe your eyes when you see the inside story on the stars who make their pitch overseas on the next